Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm very happy to present here my tips for tuba volume number 6. These tips are excerpts from a live online webinar that I recently held, Tuba Mania Tuesday, with Long Quan and his young students from Hong Kong. Let's get into these tips. Can you play this with no music, your scales? I would suggest you memorize your scales. Do you think you can do that on a C major scale? Just C, no sharps, no flats? Let's hear you. So first you want to develop your sound and your accuracy before playing it soft. Or just get it. Sound accuracy, and then gradually get it softer. So you're not going to be able to develop a sound and accuracy if you make your priority to play it softly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And when it starts sounding really good and it's really accurate, you're comfortable with it, then just day by day, week by week, bring the dynamic down as if it's already recorded on a great stereo system and you're just turning the sound down. All right?
Right.
Does that make sense? You want to make it really musical, like a pirate song or something like that, or a folk song. Rather than you don't want to play it like that because it's boring. It sounds like a study. Play this. Really make sure for the low notes you have a very low jaw and it's forward like a fish. Like a fish. People say, how do you make the embouchure for the low register? Like a fish. Like Admiral Akbar in Star Wars. It's a trap! It's a trap! Like that. It really works. Seriously. See? If I was just doing this, I can't do it. So, big fish. Oh. That you really need to get into your mind here is exactly where you are going to breathe and how you are going to control your air. So if you've had a big break for whatever reason that is, okay, you've had a break, but your brain, your mind remembers the mechanics of the big breath. And we did this together at the Hong Kong Tuba Mania Academy. I remember that. So start with a big breath. And even when you play something that's quiet and light, if you've got a long way to go, like the Vaughan Williams, you need a huge breath. So when the orchestra plays, and whenever you play the Vaughan Williams concerto like this in a master class or without the accompaniment, you need to hear the accompaniment in your mind and breathe with it. And no matter how this feels, I'm going to breathe like crazy to start it. I'm going to use the air just as if I'm completely in shape and been playing it all day. And I'm going to always breathe in the same place. And hey, then it works. And for anybody who ever struggles with this thing called double buzz, where the sound starts going, and there are several different possibilities scientifically why this is happening. It's basically the bottom lip and the top lip start vibrating at different frequencies. They're not the same. So when you get a double buzz, it means one lip is buzzing slower than the other. And you don't have to identify which one is buzzing faster or slower. You can fix it with an automatic system by just taking the bottom lip and pulling it in against the bottom teeth and make it more flat. For whenever you hear it starting to go, just pull this in. That's your strong lick. All right. Let's have you play it once more. But these are on muscles. Same as here. I mean, I've got weights back there. I don't know if you can tell I'm a weightlifter as well. I love it. And I know what's going to happen if I don't do it after 3 or 4 days. I can lift something just like I can still play the tuba, but to play high. So you have to remember that your lips are muscles, and you need to put yourself on a program every day or every other day or 2 days high, take a rest. I do believe that as the lips are muscles, when you're doing things strenuous, when you start to feel tired and you start getting fatigued and you're not getting better, you need rest. You need a break. But also, the younger you are, the less breaks you need. So some young kids, you just go hard, etc., etc., as high as you can go. And take a 2-minute break. 2-minute break. Walk it off. Walk around. Don't check your phone or TV or anything like that. 2 minutes. And then do it again. 2-minute break. Do it again. And you'll get stronger up there over time. I would do this sort of strenuous thing every other day. Not to hurt yourself. And so check with your teacher that you're doing it properly. When you play, it sounds to me and looks to me like your jaw and your mouth is a little bit too closed. You're a bit too like a like You need to be. I would start by taking 2 fingers, because your finger size is usually proportionate to your mouth and everything else. So everybody's fingers are different size. So, okay, so it might not be that quite much, but you get there. Okay, you might have to close down a little bit. And then again, a bit like the fish thing, not too much because you're not playing really low, but jaw forward. The thing about pushing your jaw forward is it will always will always push it down. So you get the sound to oh. So rather than having da 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 da, you'll get do 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 do. That's as opposed to I don't know if you can hear the difference online, but it's quite a big difference here. If I'm to do this, I will talk like this and my voice will sound like this. But if I do this, my voice will sound like this. Blow on your hand and make a really dark sound. So do that when you play. Hey, Long, thank you very much for bringing your students on board for this part of this new concept idea I have for the online education as a supplement. Like the thing with VIP is you have your students, and this is like a supplement for them if they want it. This Tuba Mini online things are supplements, and we have access to all these things now that are so affordable.
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for asking me to do this, and then I think my students, they can all benefit from it.